went to Norman and Rita's last night. I used to think their whole life was made up of roses and love and lots of peanut butter sandwiches.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is, but she works at it 24 hours a day at that marriage. Everything she does to please him. It's incredible.
She's in love.
Yes. They don't have to talk to each other. Somehow they know instinctively how the other feels about each other, or what they think, or what they need.
You and Rod don't have that closeness?
I don't know. The more I talk to him, the less I seem to know him.
When did this start to happen?
Well, after we had our talk, I talked to Rodney. And he said if I wanted to, we could have things back the way they were before. But things aren't the way they were before.
No, it's hard to go back.
It's impossible.
Have you talked about marriage?
About 1,000 reasons why we can't get married.
For instance?
First, he has to prove to himself and his father and his grandfather that he'll make that garage work. Then he has to pay his father back for all the trial expenses. Then when he's finished all that, he wants to give me a castle on a silver platter, which I don't want.
Have you told him that?
He wants to give me one anyway.
And you? What do you want?
I don't know. I guess I want to get married. You want me to get married, don't you?
I want to know what you want.
I used to think all I wanted was to be with Rodney. But supposing he doesn't want the things that I want. I have a feeling I want more than just cleaning house and washing dishes and taking care of children. I'd kind of like to go live behind the Iron Curtain for a while just to see what it's like. Or visit Lapland or anywhere. I'm restless. I don't know if I'm ready to give up the whole world just for the honor of washing a man's socks. Even if they are Rodney's socks.
I think Rodney knows you better than you think. Better than you know yourself.
What do you mean?
He wants to wait until he can give you the whole world. In case you want it. Do you want it, Allison? You have to be sure.
Welcome to the manor. Oh. Now, you're not allowed to say anything if it isn't complimentary, and you won't be allowed back if you're not absolutely effusive in your praise.
Oh, look at this. Oh, I think you've done a simply marvelous job. Betty, I'm so proud of you I could burst.
Come have lunch, and I'll give you the grand tour.
All right. Beautiful chairs. Look, linens, crystal, silver, Betty, even fresh flowers. Where'd you learn to be such a lady?
Here, have a sandwich.
Cucumber?
With your lobster bisque.
Oh, that's my favorite. You shouldn't have spent your only day off fooling around with lobster bisque.
It was easy.
Oh, Betty, it's lovely. How does it feel to be on top of the mountain?
Invigorating.
Good.
Most of the time. Shopping today, no one noticed me. It made me feel very old, very married, and very out of action. You know, sometimes I wonder if it weren't the challenge of the mountain that I wanted, more than this castle on the top.
Aren't you happy?
Well, sure I am. It's called Period of Adjustment, highly recommended by all psychiatrists. Mother, don't worry.
All right, I won't. This soup's a masterpiece.
What's up?
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't ask yourself here just to get fed. I know you.
Well, it's the first time I've seen the house since you finished it.
And?
And and Leslie Harrington asked me to marry him.
Oh?
Well, aren't you going to say anything else?
Not asking my permission, are you?
Well, I wanted to tell you before I started divorce proceedings. I thought you might want to know.
You thought I'd throw a tantrum.
I wasn't sure.
Does Rod know?
I don't know.
There's your opposition.
Rodney?
He never quite forgave his father for that day he found you both together. I don't think he ever will.
Oh, look, Rodney's been through a lot since then. He's outgrown any of...
You don't know Rod. I bet he'll squeal like a stuck pig.
Is this your way of squealing?
Mother, there's no more point to your moping around that house than there was for me. People aren't meant to be unhappy, and if you don't want to be alone, then there's no reason to be alone. That's the lecture you gave me a year ago, and you convinced me. Want me to convince you now?
I just want you to think it's a good move.
You won't be lonely. That makes it a very good move.
That's not what I mean.
Then say what you mean.
I want you to like Leslie.
I do. Because he likes you, because he makes you feel valuable, which you need, which everyone needs. I like Leslie like you like Stephen. Not very much.
Then you are opposed.
No, he's your choice. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt like you gave me. I'll get the coffee. Hello?
Hello. Can I help you?
Well, I was looking for Lee Weber.
Well, Lee's not here right now. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, I don't know. He mentioned he had a used car down here.
A used car. Excuse me, I'm Rodney Harrington.
How do you do? I'm Ann Howard.
How do you do? Ann Howard. Yes, you're the new therapist at the hospital, aren't you? Allison Mackenzie, my girl, told me about you. She was very much impressed.
And it went both ways. Forgive me, I'm staring, but I've seen your picture in the papers.
Fame came early.
I kept tabs on your trials as I traveled all the way across the country. When I left Tacoma, Washington, the jury had just gone out, and when I stopped in Omaha, you had been convicted, and by the time I got to Boston, the verdict had been reversed.
You really must have dug into those newspapers. Couldn't have been page one all over the country.
I was interested.
In Peyton Place?
I'm from New England. Mr. Weber said that the car wouldn't be ready until tomorrow night, but I wanted to take a look at it.
He must mean that little convertible outside.
Oh, a convertible?
Yes, but the question is, can it be converted to anything drivable? Well, I can show it to you.
Good.
You know, I'm a little surprised that Lee would mention this one to you. The owner all but paid us to take it off our hands.
Can't be that bad.
Well, there it is. See for yourself.
Wow, it looks kind of sleek.
Yeah, but it won't run. Seems it has some sort of weird carburation problem. Once you get it started, you never know when it's going to cut out on you. We got a good buy because the owner was fed up. She was pulling out on the highway, and it just died on her. So she got it over here and said, make me an offer. Of course, maybe Lee's found the trouble and worked out the bugs. I don't know. He's pretty good at that sort of thing.
Well, I hope so. Huh? It's got a cute personality.
I understand now how you and Allison hit it off so well.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you from your work anymore. You can tell Mr. Weber that I'm very much interested if he thinks the car's going to run all right now.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Miss Howard, I guarantee that it'll be in A1 condition before I sell it to you.
Thank you.
Rod?
Hello, Sandy. Lee isn't here right now.
Well, can I wait for him?
Yeah, if you like.
Hello, Miss Howard.
Hi, Sandy. Well, thanks again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Miss Howard. Why don't you wait in the office? You'll be more comfortable.
I knew Lee wasn't here.
No more games. Okay, Sandy.
I've got to talk to you seriously. I'm worried about Lee.
Why come to me?
Lee works for you.
Yeah, that's fine, but it doesn't make me a marriage counselor. I'm not qualified.
You still mad about the other night?
No, I'm flattered. Oh, but let's drop it, okay?
Lee's acting a little weird.
That's what I mean. We drop it.
Listen, big man. I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about that woman.
That's a change.
Are you gonna listen to me?
Shoot.
She's the one everyone said did it.
What?
You know, pushed Lee's brother off Sailor's Bluff. Now Lee's acting nice to her.
Well, so?
Lee hates her.
Look, that happened a long time ago. Lee could have become able to handle the situation. You know, you just don't go on hating people.
Who doesn't?
I'm talking about your husband.
No. No, you're not talking about Lee. Lee carries things inside. He's gonna do something. I know it. He always said he would. And I'm scared.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. You could talk to him.
You think he's going to listen?
Make him listen.
How?
How? I don't know. Someday Lee's gonna kill somebody. I know it.
Ann Howard?
Oh, somebody, anybody.
Sandy, why'd you marry him?
I was afraid of him. I was afraid, and then I run away, and then I'm afraid to be away, and I'm mixed up about...
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
What were you trying to do, get even?
You want to fire me? Well, you go right ahead and fire me.
Well, if you want to quit, you go right ahead. I can make out.
What exactly is that supposed to mean? I don't have to spell it out for you. Oh, yes, you do. You underestimate my grandson's maturity. Rodney has no intention of blundering into another foolish marriage.